Hey guys, I have gotten a lot of DMs and messages asking me about what patterns I use in my filtrate and what I do. So this is just, and please excuse me, I woke up about an hour ago and been trying to take care of some things before I got going. Um, I will have a link to the simple pattern that I use below in the comments. But I make modifications. That's why mine looks so different. And I just wanted you guys to know these are my personal opinions. They're not just tips and stuff that I learned from working when I worked on the surgical floor, when I worked in the ER, when I ran EMS with fire departments, things that worked for me. First off, the pattern I use is a simple surgical mask pattern. Now, the reason why mine looks so different is because I do make sure that I make my mask tight to fit me and everybody. The reason being is you want your edges just as tight as you can get it around and still be able to breathe comfortably. I want to stress to everybody, when you sit there and you put on your mask, if you put on your mask and then you drop it right below your nose, you're not doing anything at all. Please stop doing that. If I see one more person doing that, I swear I'm going to kick them in the shins. Now, my masks look like these. If you see, when I sit there and I actually flatten them out, they do have the pleats in there, but they are thick. Do you see how thick these are? That's why I'm having to sit there and sew them by hand, because the layer of filtrate that's in here, I picked it up probably about 5-6 years ago when a friend of mine sits there and they had asked me for some surgical masks. They had a sick kiddo, so I bought a whole bolt of it. And because I hoard crafting supplies and everyone knows this, and I am out, so no more. I can't do any more with the filtrates. I'm sorry. I can do some with the felts like the CDC is recommending to use as well, but I can't do any more with the filtrates. But any which way, they're thick, and with the filtrate material also, you cannot use a sewing machine. So right now I have a bunch I'm going to be hand sewing in the next 3 days. So any which way. I always put a layer of filtrate. If you do find some, you're going to look for anything that says the words medical grade, and you're going to look for anything that has pathogen into the description. Can block pathogens such as, and then we'll usually have a list of things that it will block. Such as, I'll say such as common cold, flus, things like that. I want to talk to you real quick before I demonstrate how I put these on and what I do real quick. I want you guys to be remember the thing about personal protective gear is it is designed to keep not only you but other people from getting sick. If you are coughing, stuff like that, wear a mask. I don't care if it's allergies. I'm the same way. Anyone that worked with me back in the day knows I hate masks. My ears are very small and they hurt a lot when I wear them for over 20 minutes. And I have a lot of breakdown because of the fact that I do have some torn cartilage in my ears. So I always use, these are headbands. You can pick them up from Dollar Tree. They are $1 for a pack of 10. They'll come in round and flats. I prefer the flats for myself, and I like to use the rounds for gentlemen because their ears are a lot bigger and they don't seem to slip off quite like the flats do. But if you go to dollartree.com, you can sit there, order online, and delivered to your house. Now, shipping times, it says within 3 to 4 days. Shipping times have been really, really affected. A lot of people, I know, I have a couple of packages I've been waiting on for more than a month. But it's because of the fact that you have to also remember your post office workers have to be careful too. So, any which way. These are headbands. They are not tight. I do not cut them, but if you sit there and see when you get them, there will be a little metal strap that will be right here. I always make sure the metal strap is in there. That way it's no more pressure points. These are so thick that when you put in your surgical pleats following the pattern I am listing below, what happens is it just takes the surgical pleats out. But you want to sit there and make sure that you are following at least a set pattern, because you want these nice and tight to your face. I don't like ties because of the fact you're touching your hair. That is why I'm like, oh, I don't use ties. That's the only reason, because you're still getting cross contamination if you're taking your hands on and off. Some of you guys, I have sat there and I've asked if you guys know what these are. Some of the older ladies and a few, I have no shoulders, so I use these quite a lot. These are bra clips. You can buy these from Walmart in a pack of 16 for $6.49 with tax. It's free shipping at Walmart right now, and Walmart's using the same delivery people as Amazon Prime on a lot of their stuff, so they are actually getting it out within a week. So any which way, these are bra clips. I prefer the metal ones because they're non-porous. These, unfortunately, are all I can find right now. Please also don't stockpile. Remember, your healthcare providers need stuff that they've used forever, and these are all tips I gained for the 15 years, running and stuff. So I know I'm not the only moron that knows these things, but these wonderful things, they don't put pressure onto your ears. They also help you keep, if you have a small head like I do, it helps keep your mask in place. Or otherwise, as you see right here, I have clips. If you have short hair, you will need one of these. But what you do is you sit there and you put one strap through here, one strap through here, just like you would do a regular tank top. Boom, just like that. Now, why do I do it like this? Because you do not want to touch the inside of your mask with your hands after you get it on and off, and you don't want to touch your face. Just a reminder. Now, I do have a clip in, so, and because I'm going to show you what to do with the clips if you have long hair, ladies. But any which way, hands out on the outside of the mask. See how nice and tight that is? Now, I get it positioned using the outside and just the straps. Do you see this here? Do you see this here? Do you see how nice and tight it is against my face? Now, this one, because this is my personal mask, I can do this, and when you guys get yours, if you want to, that's fine. Put a stinking stitch right here. You know why? It makes it even tighter. The reason being is if you have a loose floppy mask, and as stupid as this is going to sound, it's not going to do anything. It won't do that much for you to begin with in a way, but it's not going to do anything if it's all loose and floppy, or you've got it down like, doesn't work. So, I know it's hot, I know it's uncomfortable, go ahead and use it like that. See how nice and tight, and you will get, I can get one finger, and this is with elastic, one finger in there with the elastic. This is what I'm talking about, and I'll take this off real quick. Any which way, that's what I'm talking. Look, you can already see on my face. See how nice and tight that is? That's why you're getting those pictures of your nurses, ladies and gentlemen, that sit there and they have those marks around their face, because if it's flopping, you ain't stopping. But anyway, that's one modification I do, and another reason why I hand sew my masks, or at least at the end. I have found that if you can still use it, if you're only using the felt that's CDC, you can still sit there and put these pleats in. But I always add a gathered on the edges with the elastic. See how nice and gathered that is? Now you can still sit there and stretch out. See how nice that can stretch out? But I always make sure that I gather and pleat a lot onto the sides. because of the fact that you want that to be able to sit there and fit the curvature of your face. You don't want it to be a wide gap. You don't want it to be, one where it's also sitting there and it's so tight you're doing this and you look like you're going to get charged with a hate crime at some point in time. So you want to sit there and make sure it's tight around your face. I don't put the metal on, and the reason being is, a lot of people know this, I have a deviated septum, and Travis has a lot of sinus problems, and some people can't use the metal because it does create a lot of breakdown after a while. But you can also sit there, and I have a few people that have asked me to do this, and I've done it. I've done it. But you can put a pipe cleaner, not one of the sparkly ones, they don't hold up, but a regular pipe cleaner into here to sit there and create the metal onto the nose, just like this. And then that way you can get the pinch effect on the two to the top as well. But with PPE, I'm going to go over one or two things because I know some people don't know, and it's ridiculous. They're not telling you guys this. You cannot sit there, go into a store, take off your mask like this, and then when you go back out, doesn't work. Because everything that was your contaminant on this side is now against your nose, and you're breathing it up the face. So you have to remember which side that you have. I'm also going back through, and at the very bottom of your masks, now you see mine are, it's kind of obvious which one's, on mine, what side I'm using. But I'm also going back through, and on each side you'll either have a small little embroidered dot. If you're using the same two-sided fabric, you'll have a small embroidered dot on one side and nothing on the other. That is so that you remember what side you are using when you do take it off. When you do take them off, please, 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 please remember, don't touch the inside of your mask. See how I just did that? Just like that. And then you can sit there just like this. This is how, ladies. Easy. I'm using my hair clip as to hold it up so it takes pressure off my ears. It is even tighter than before. You can see the wrinkles in the old saggy face over here. But why I don't like using the hair clips, what am I doing? I'm touching my hair. With the bra straps, you can sit there and literally grab the front of the mask like this and pull it off. Simple. All right, that's another one, because there's nothing worse than getting blood and stuff like that into your hair. So that's why I learned that trick quite a long time ago, because, well, it gets everywhere. Any which way, anything is better than nothing. I know this. I just want to go ahead and say, these are help out with the fact that you don't pass things to other people. If you're coughing, if you're stuff like that, that's the reason why most people are sitting there going, please, or most doctors and stuff are saying, please just go ahead and make the masks, be done with it. Because when you sit there and you cough, even though you're sitting there and you're going, how many people actually into their arms? Not many. Let's face it, people. Us humans, we're kind of nasty. So wear a mask, because when you sit there and you cough or you sneeze and you don't realize it, one, you're touching your face. Don't touch your face. And that's one thing, is these are also a wonderful reminder not to touch your face a lot. Also, as I touch my face and wipe my eyes. But any which way, also, it keeps things from going aerosol. So you're breathing it in. Another reason why you need to sit there and remember what side you're using. There is a layer of filtrate, a felt layer, and then the 2 layers of fabric on these. The filtrate is very super thin. That's another reason why I'm having to hand sew this. I know I probably said this before, but it sits there, and it also doing it that way makes me know that I am getting it all the way up to the top, even with the pinning, because when I say it's thin, it's like the surgical mask filtrates. Another thing is make sure I'm going to wash them before I deliver these, because and wash your fabrics before you sew, people. Just let you know, just do it. Trust me, you don't want everybody else's nasty germs, because even if it's been in your house forever, where'd you buy it from? Do you remember? No? Okay. Anyway, wash your fabrics before you sew, and I'm going to be washing the fabrics before I deliver them. Please wash them again, because no matter how many precautions I take, no matter how much hand sanitizer I use, no matter how many times, no, I have not reverted back to those that have asked me to my old tricks with the Clorox, because I can't. But any which way, no matter how many times I sit there and wash my hands and stuff like that, I am still touching everything else around at some point in time. So please wash them again when you get them, when I deliver them to you. And also, remember, make it tight to fit right. I know some people are going to be like, but they're hot, because they are so thick, and they are very breathable, but they are very thick and they are hot. Once again, please don't pull it down like this. Don't pull them up like this at any point in time. Make sure that you still have that nice fit going on, and just use common sense, guys. And I know, and I'm so sorry if I rambled for the last 20 minutes, but this is a big thing with me. And these are just tips and tricks I've learned. The bra strap thing, about the whole being able to pull it off in one thing, that's been 20 years. Jack, I'm looking at you. I know you're sitting there still laughing at me for the bra strap things. But with the whole making sure that you touch only one side, and then another one, and ladies, this is for you, and I don't know how many of you guys have even thought about this. Another real quick tip is, who has a purse? I do. I have 5 million. Look at that nice little key clip. Now look at here. Tink. And it goes on the outside of your purse, so that you're not contaminating every single thing in your purse, or a D-ring, or things like that. And you can clip it right to the outside of your purse. You're not contaminating everything that's in your purse. Plus, you are also keeping it nice and folded, such as this, so that you can still only touch the outside of your mask at that point in time. And for the love of Hooters, people, when you wear them out once, listen to me, when you wear them once, go in the washer. Wear them once, go in the washer. Because if you keep wearing them and you're not washing them, it's not going to do anything except keep other people from getting sick, and not like anything like these are going to help a whole bunch with you getting sick, but it's just to be mindful of your fellow man. If I rambled, I'm sorry. I'm extremely tired and I apologize. But like I said, Walmart, $6.49, a pack of 16. The straps, Dollar Tree online, pack of 10 for $1, and they can be delivered directly to your door with any larger order. I think it's over $20 usually. I haven't ordered since then. But anyway, I'm going to sit there and post this with the link. And then the filtrate, real quick. I know this is the ones that can. You have to have a license for these certain websites. It's Xmart, and then GovX, and Galls used to have it as well. Lowe's does not carry it anymore. I went on their website last night. They have none left. Like I said, the last time I bought a bolt was like 5-6 years ago, and I just hoard things. This was a blanket like years ago. Hoard things. I've always hoarded fabrics and crafting supplies. So, use the felt is better than nothing, according to the WHO recommendations. And also sit there and check to make sure that when you sit there and you get your masks, that you wash them again. So, any which way, thank you for the ramblings. I'll talk to you guys later. Please be patient with me. I'm up to 50 of these bad boys now, hand sewing. So, and it takes me about 30 to 40 minutes per person. So just be patient. I'm working as fast as I can. All right, guys. I love y'all. Deuce. Peace, guys. And just remember also, if I've talked to you about my price, just remember, be kind to people. Remember that they're just as scared as you are, and don't go overboard. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Love y'all.